Sue
Hi, Sue.
on YouTube.
Sue.
She would like to know if we know an answer to this question. Why do women's kilted skirts buckle on the left instead of the right like men's kilts?
Aha! Caught you, Sue. You fell into our trap. It's a trick question.
It was very
You
aggressive.
put her up to this, didn't you?
He was very aggressive towards Sue.
It's a trap.
Run, Sue, run! I'll hold him back. Run!
It's a trap. I am so friggin' tired, guys.
Misa, hold him back, Sue. Oh, I hate Jar Jar Binks so
Oh
much.
my god.
Yeah. He wasn't even in that one. I don't even know I did that. So
I was there the whole time.
it's like the Force Ghost. So it's just different now.
All right. In all seriousness.
Yes. The thing that I find amusing is kilted skirts for women. You can actually do them on both sides. There's no standard.
Exactly.
Most, I would say, about a little over half probably open on the left. Although women's kilted skirts can open on the right as well. The ones that we make, typically we make on the right. The reason being, making it open on the left, you end up with more fabric bunched up. Your sewing machine, a right-handed sewing machine. I don't know if are there left-handed sewing machines?
I think there are.
I think we looked into this before.
I don't know if there's any, but they're
But
few and far
sewing
between.
machine.
A sewing machine, as I'm sitting in front of it, it's the arm here, and the bulk of it is over here. So you're looking at the back side. So for the front side, for those mirror image, it's the arm, and then the main part of the machine's here. The needle goes up and down here. So when I'm sewing a kilt, all the pleats are coming off to this side as I'm sewing them and advancing pleat after pleat after pleat. So the bulk of the fabric sits in my lap, and then I'm just sewing one pleat and then more. When you get towards the end of the kilt or the kilted skirt, the stuff is kind of leaning off the table this way. I'm not worried about getting it underneath the arm of the sewing machine. If you sew the other direction, you end up kind of having like roll up the kilted skirt. The bulk of the fabric is over here, kind of falling off of the table, and you're sewing the pleats backwards from how you sew them for a kilt, and you're kind of bunching up the fabric underneath the thing. I find it a bit more awkward. Mac, I don't know if you find it the same way, but it's more awkward to kind of sew it backwards like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we end up just what we have said is, nope, women can wear it. Well, women can wear it opening either direction. So because this is easier for us as kilt makers, we're doing it this way. The other time that kind of comes into play is on the very, very few instances where I've done a reverse Canusi pleating, where half the pleats go one direction, half go the other direction. You're kind of folding them up weird underneath the machine. So yeah, you don't have to go one direction or the other. Women's stuff is a little more universal. You can go both directions. Men's kilt, I've even heard, are if you're in Scotland, 50, 100 years ago, were a little bit universal from the fact that they would, if the front apron got destroyed, they would just reverse the aprons to save the garment.
That makes a lot of sense.
It's not really done that much. So maybe a 0.25% of kilts might have the apron going the other direction. But for women's kilted skirts, it's about, let's say 60-40-ish for opening from the left versus opening from the right.
Yeah, I can't perceive that there's any real advantage to it either way.
Nope. And the weird thing is, some of the kilted skirts that I've seen that open from the left still have the pleats going the same direction. They start with a box pleat and then reverse the pleat pattern immediately and then go all the way around to the other side. Mac, is that the same thing you've seen?
Yeah,
Interesting.
Because they have that same problem with jamming all the stuff underneath the machine.
This is how they're getting around it. Okay.
Yep.
Huh.
But it's a pain in the ass to do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Why force it if it doesn't have to be?
It might be, if it was a convention, I would say it's an artificial difference, kind of like how women's buttons
or
are
zippers
the opposite
or
from men's, which I don't think there's any truth to it, but it theoretically goes back to this myth that guys would button their own shirts, whereas women had a ladies' maid who would do the buttoning for them. You heard that one, Mac? I think it's an urban legend, but yeah.
Somebody in the comments made a a reference to kind of that.
Yeah, I'm
where
pretty sure. I don't know where that came from, except some manufacturer decided it was a good way to differentiate product.
Mhm.
But the myth, if I'm wrong, somebody who's a fashion history nerd,
Yeah,
tell me.
there's
But
reasons
the
out
whole
there.
idea that like your shirt is like that because you're buttoning your own shirt, whereas women had a maid to do it for them.
Zippers.
You never heard of a valet, dude? You never.
Yeah.
I have a valet. Don't you have a valet?
Sorry, Deeds. Just hold on, sir.
Zippers go the opposite direction as well. And I have a jacket from it's a Mountain Hardware, is the British brand that has a store and thing.
Yep.
Yes, it is a British brand, and the zipper is on the other side, and it drives me freaking nuts every time I try to put that jacket on.
But again, that's an American.
I know it's
UK
an American
thing.
versus UK thing. Yeah,
It's like the toilets.
their
Yeah,
Water
toilets.
Scrolling.
spinning on one way.
Yep.
and
Yeah, that's Australia.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do the toilets go backwards in here?
No. To combat homesickness, we've installed a device that makes them swirl the correct American way.
They have their toilets upside down in the UK.
Well, if you're on Greenwich Mean Time, you're at the median, then or just goes
it
straight down.
just
goes-
vacuum sucks down.
Yeah.
like one of the tubes at the bank.
Oh, that's at the equator. I'm sorry, it's at the equator. It just goes straight down. No swirlies.
No, I'm picturing somebody getting stuck on a toilet. Like, oh, it hurts. Stop! The vacuum got me. I'm like an airplane. Everyone's scared of that. Yeah.
I hope that answered
Never
your
mind.
question, Sue.
Oh, that was it. Oh, yeah.
I would say the bottom line is don't worry about that difference. If you decide there's a tartan and a design and the price point and all that for the skirt you want, buy the skirt.
Yeah.
It's not wrong or right either way where it closes.
Yep. Did we answer the question?
I think we did.
Okay.
We said there's no real reason why.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Remember, if you have any kilt-specific needs and you want to support our channel, we do have an actual store. If you go over to usakilts.com, you can check out our entire catalog. Have a good day.